Welcome back to another super secret deck tech. This is one that I've been working on for a while, my feminist on a budget movement. The deck is around $50, including sleeves and the acrylic case, tokens in general and everything. It was created out of Sigarda's ability as a 5-mana 4/5 flying angel, where I myself as a player and humans that I control have hexproof. So it's just a human deck. She's a female. I started looking through my human creatures, the ones that I actually had in bulk and rares, and most of them were female, so I thought it was very interesting to go the female route. So even for my tokens, I decided to go female tokens, soldier, females, but Sigarda's the general allows my humans to have hexproof. There's only a few cards in here. I think only 4 cards total, maybe 5. 5 cards total that don't have to do with women. And that is Crowsand Verge, because it gets me both lands, which is nice. Celestia Guildgate, dual land. Celestia Sanctuary, dual land. Soul Ring, 2 mana rock. And Celestia Signet, the last card that actually does not have to do with a female. Then there are basic lands. We're looking at 8 forests. There are 8 forests by the artist Rebecca Guay, which are, female artist. That kind of fits in my commander deck plan. And then there are 21 planes. I chose the Rock Plains, which is from Tempest, and it is Therese Nielsen art. Beautiful. And there are 21 of them, but I just figured I can even if I can get even my lands to be female related, I think that is quite incredible when it comes to building this feminist deck. Hall of Triumph, I chose the one with the female on it. It's the foil promo. Just as an anthem. Glorious Anthem is another boosted anthem. True Conviction has the female on the right. It makes my humans better. Foil Commander's Authority, I think it was like a 25-cent foil, so I just bought it. It allows me to, at the beginning of my upkeep, put more humans into play. Just attach that to Sigarda. Holy Mantle is a female that allows us to give whatever we put on it pro creature. Pretty good for commander damage. Divine Favor allows me to soup up Sigarda as well. Armadillo Cloak allows me to soup up Sigarda, give something trample and lifelink. Decree of Justice if it is actually cycled, I can pay X and just put that many soldiers into play. Collective Voyage, 3 different women on it. It's ramp, allows me to get some lands out. Increasing Devotion is an angel, allows me to put humans onto the battlefield. Triumph of the Hordes, alternate win condition. It's a woman that gives everything infect. Nothing wrong with that. Chroma's Vengeance, from the Vault 20. It's, Alexi Briclo, my favorite artist. It's, destroys everything on the board except for lands, I guess. What is it? Artifacts, creatures, enchantment. Yeah, okay. And planeswalkers, I guess, stick around. Chroma's Blessing, another female. Thalia, just a incredible. She could be a general by herself. She is a general in one of my other decks. Imposing Sovereign, taps down creatures. This allows, if Fire's Warden, it's a foil, it's not very fantastic, but just allows me to tap down something small that they might be using as a mana source or to deal damage or ping or something. Dramoka Doomcaster allows me to tap something down. Fiendbinder allows me to tap target creature that player controls whenever I attack with it. Intrepid Hero, it had to be 7th edition to have the female on it, but I can tap her to destroy a target creature that's 4 greater, power 4 greater, it's pretty large. Court Street Denizen, where another white creature enters the battlefield under my control, I get to tap an opponent's creature. Banisher Priest, she comes in and exiles something until she leaves. Undead Slayer, I can exile a skeleton, vampire, or zombie. Benelish Emissary, it's an older card, and it allows me to pay the kicker, and if the kicker is paid, I can destroy a land. Riders of Gavany, she is riding this horse. And she's got vigilance on that horse, and it allows me to choose a creature type, and that gives my humans protection from whatever I choose. Adelia Samite Master, she's pretty cool. She allows me to prevent damage. I think it's prevent damage or gain life. Yeah, or gain life. Soul's Attendant, just a human that allows me to gain life whenever something enters the battlefield, either token or not, doesn't matter. Whenever another creature comes into play, I can get something off of Soul Warden. Dragon Scale General, at the beginning of my upkeep, I can bolster, so, I can put X +1/+1 counters on it. Captain of the Watch is a Vigilance 3/3 that pumps up my other soldiers, gives them Vigilance, and gives an additional 3 power on the field. Paragon of New Dawns, she's just another Anthem, and I can give something Vigilance with her. Paragon of the Eternal Wilds is the green Anthem and gives a green creature Trample. And that could even include Sigarda. Both of those Paragons work for Sigarda, so at the end of the day, it still works out. I'm trying to reorganize this. All right. Veteran Swordsmith, soldiers get pumped up. Champion of Lamholt, creatures with power less than hers can't block creatures that I control, so I just go ahead and pump her up and then have another creature into the battlefield to keep giving her counters and make my creatures unblockable. Knight Exemplar gives other knight creatures +1/+1 and indestructible. Knight's not a big theme, but it's a possibility, and she's pretty strong herself. Tuskguard Captain comes out of that last, and each creature with a +1/+1 counter actually gets Trample. Anointer of Champions allows me to, tap it and pump something up. Bastion Protector is, has the lieutenant mechanic almost, where it's because of my commander. My commander will actually get +2/+2 and indestructible. Wild Beastmaster, so when it attacks, every other creature I get gets pumped up. It's a pretty great Anthem. So she's actually a pretty good target for putting +1/+1 counters on. Precinct Captain is a first strike. She's in the back there. She looks very similar to this woman. Anyways. And when Precinct Captain deals damage to a player, I get to put a token onto the battlefield. +1/+1 token. Geist Honored Monk. And it is, star, so equal to the number of creatures I control. And when it comes to the battlefield, it puts 2 white spirit token creatures. I don't actually have tokens for that, but it puts 2 tokens in. So it automatically comes in as a 3/3 with Vigilance, but it can be bigger late game. Attended Knight, first strike, enters, put a soldier into the battlefield. Crusader of Odrix, just a powerful pirate-looking female, and it's just based on the number of creatures I have. Veteran Cathar can, gain double strike for 4 mana. Den Protector is great for bringing something back late game. Topin Freeblade, Vigilance, Renown, so possibly even a 3 mana Vigilance for 2. Auramancer can bring back one of those enchantments, Anthem or Auras if I want. Knight of Pilgrim's Road can become a 4/3 for 3 mana, so not too bad. Citizen Battle Priest, I can gain 2 life if I target it with things, like the auras. Dramoka Warrior is just a strong aggro creature in my opinion. It's not the best. It has 1 toughness, but 3 mana or 3/1 aggro creature with hexproof for 2 is not bad. Can be blocked very easily, but early if they don't have any pressure, I can start swinging in. Healed's Pilgrim allows me to search for an aura card as well as Auramancer. Valoran Wardens can come in, as a 3/5 if it deals damage and becomes renowned, but whenever a creature I control becomes renowned, draw a card. So renowned is also prevalent in this deck. Whisper of the Wilds allows me to add tap for mana, and it can gain Ferocious and tap for mana. Citadel Castellan can, become renowned and vigilant as well. Hanwar Militia Captain can transform. War Oracle is a 3/3 lifelink with renown for 4 mana, so I thought that was pretty strong. Aether Revolt card, Maulfish Revolutionary, a 3/3 trampler for 3. And when it enters the battlefield or died, for each kind of counter on target permanent or player, give that permanent or player another, counter of that kind. So I can go ahead and pump up something, give it additional counters, even level counters, like from my Kazandu Tusk Caller. Caller of the Hunt allows me to choose human. She is a human, like a legendary human. And if I choose human, her power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures that are human. Cho Aram Legate is a 3-mana 1/2, but it's pro-black, and it's free if an opponent has a swamp, and I have a plains out. Serene Steward is just a 2-mana 2/2, where whenever I gain life, I pay 1, and then I can put a +1/+1 on whatever creature I choose. Lambholt Pacifist can, it's a 3/3 for 2 mana, so not bad. And it can transform late game. Briarbridge Control is actually a source of draw for me, where whenever it deals damage to one or more creatures, I get to investigate, and then if I sacrifice 3 or more clues, I put a creature from my hand on the battlefield. So not bad for after all that investigating. Arashan Foremost is a double striking 2/2 for 3 mana. So another, great target for some of these late game cards. And whenever Arashan Foremost enters the battlefield or attacks, Warrior, not human, but Warrior can gain double strike as well. Aeson Crusader is a human. I believe it's a human knight, but it's a 2+ star and 2+ star for 4 mana. And the power and toughness are equal to 2 plus the number of heroes. And I believe that's actually humans. So 2 plus the number of humans I control. And the last card is just a bear. But, someone near and dear to me loves philosophy. So Traveling Philosopher is a human advisor. And it's a foil. So, overall, the deck is fun, and it's really not super competitive or expensive. I need to get better sleeves. These are the glossy Ultra Pros. They're a little rough, and they look kind of crappy because they dull the cards. But overall, I think the deck performs really well, and it is very strong. And I think, as a feminist movement, these women have all the capabilities of, a non-budget aggro deck, and Sigarda leading the way. You can't go wrong with that. But that is my latest super secret EDH deck tech. I have another one coming out as soon as I can buy it. Essentially, it's only a $20 deck, and I got it from Tapped Out. This one was my own creation, and it's on Tapped Out, and I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to pick up the list. But other than that, feel free to leave me a comment and tell me what you like, what you didn't like, and have a good day.